Alrighty then, we're here for Ninja Green floor. Green and green. It's going to be a beautiful day. We're going to start with a ninja roll on the ground. If they can handle it, no pad. If you need to, there will be a little cheese mat you can use. We're moving on to a cartwheel. Going through the castle windows. Any way they want to, just get through both windows. Coming over, doing a bar traverse. Grabbing the bar. Getting up as far as they can, dropping down. Coming over to do a rope swing next. Rope swing next. So this first pad will be adjustable. Second pad's Velcro down. Have them rope swing. Change the distance if you need to. Final thing we're doing over here is the inchworm. So they're going to reach out, walk forward, just till they're to a plank up on their hands, and then walk their toes up. And let them know that they are essentially fish bait. And by the way, this week is race week, so this is made to be a little bit longer of a loop. They can race through it. You can have them do it once. You can have it do it in a series, try to pass each other, whatever. Make it a race. Okay, we're here to do the green floor video for the little ninjas. First off, we're going to start with a ninja roll. Do a ninja roll. Then we are doing a cartwheel or a hand hop around. And moving on to a beanbag. Wait, the rope swing. Why did you put these in out of order? Rope swing next. Then they're balancing a beanbag on their head. Walking the line. This is so that if they ever get a DUI, they know what to do. Then they are heading to do some inchworms on the fishies.
Not flexible.
Put their hands to the floor, walk it out, then walk their feet up. If they land in a fish's mouth, they're dead. Okay, we are onto the blue floor, if we could find a coach. There we have one. Coach coming out into the screen. And for the blue floor, we're going to start with a safety vault. You can use a small vault or bigger vaults right over here if you need it. Going to do an L handstand in this space. Then heading on to a cat leap. You can use any height they're comfortable with. Maybe the blue one if they're smaller kids. 5 high jumps on this first wall. So working on some high jumps, getting a little height, wearing themselves out. Then heading on to a spider walk. Or if they can't reach all the way across, you'll just have them do the handstand traverse we've done before. When they get to the end, they're going to climb the wall and then do a safe dismount down the other side. Drag their toes, not die. Remember, no death. Okay, on the blue floor, we are going to start with a 5-point lever. They're going to be reaching down to grab the little animal off the floor. Then bringing both feet back. Then putting the animal back where it came from. No killing small animals. Then they're moving on to over to this balance beam to work on doing a safety vault on the beam. Opposite hand, opposite foot, jump over. We're moving on to high jumps on the air track. So a couple of jumps. Maybe jump back and forth if they're a little more advanced. Then they're going to do a spider walk on their hands or a crawl through the tunnel. Have them use their hands, walk their feet, go across. Tell them they're spiders. Then they are ending with an underbar. So swinging through under the bar, just in a little gap. When you come back around, the safety vault might be a little in your way. You'll just have to go past it or make them climb over if they're big enough for it. That is all. Today we bring you the red floor, the mystery floor, Mission Impossible. We're starting with a cargo traverse. Just grabbing on, moving across sideways. You may even have them start on this circle block thing so they don't go on the blue floor. Come across, come down safely. Then they're going to do just an L handstand. They've already done one once on the blue floor, so they should be really good at it by now. purple balance beam down to the end where they're going to do a couple rappel jumps. Feet up, few jumps. Then they're heading to the green bar. Smaller kids may need the Titan block to get up. You may notice it goes up on a slant this time, so adding a little bit of difficulty, not a ton, but slightly different. Onto a two-step escape. And finally, the infamous dumbass burpee, also known as a donkey burpee. So kick their legs like a donkey, and then a jump. Very beautiful. These are amazing. On the red floor, we are starting with a trust roll. So they'll climb up on the blue block. Have to move it over to this position from where it's been at. And they're going to log roll onto the pad and fall to their death. Then they're doing a cargo hang. So getting on the cargo net and hanging out for a bit. They don't have to climb the whole thing, just hang on and wave apparently. Then they're coming down for some donkey burpees. Don't ask where these ones got their name. So a little bit like a L handstand, but just some donkey burpees. Doing a two-step escape on the warped wall next. Up and down, make sure they come down safely, and finally ending with a rainbow somersault. So laying in these, rocking back and forth for beginners. If you want to put your hand on their tummy and help them do a back roll out of it, that is awesome.
You float like a feather.
Red floor or purple floor. Purple floor, we're going to start with a small warped wall. If they can't make it to the top, no problem. Just do their best and then move on. After they drop and roll, they're going to come and do a wall handstand traverse. So get into handstand. If they need to kind of plank or pike, they can do that. Walking across. Then we're heading for 3 eccentric pull-ups. So a bigger class is going to use this bar. Smaller class will use the next bar. Just jump to the top, lower themselves down slowly. You can also use some of the Titan blocks that are sitting over here to get them up if you need to. Okay, moving on to muscle up with 3 casts. So if they're using this bar for their eccentric pull-ups, they'll use the next bar for their muscle up and 3 casts. Try work on getting a little separation. But like the other floors in this one, we're doing a little bit of a race. Okay, moving on to a precision jump. So they're going from 2 high down to 1 high. If you want, and you have an advanced class, feel free to make it go 3 high down to 1. And then finally ending with a dive roll. And we have a collection of instruments here you can use to make it more challenging by giving a little distance between the pad and the trampoline. You can't hide from me. You know you're there. Okay, on the purple floor, we're going to start with a small warped wall. Just have them go up as far as they can, come down safely. Then they're going to go onto the blue pad and do a ninja roll. Heading over to these Titan blocks, they're going to do a front support swing through. So use their hands, swing maybe a few times. You can also have them do some dips or little muscle ups using these blocks to help build some of those muscles they're going to need for later. Heading on to these feet to do a grapevine. And Courtney better do it right. Feet are there to help them try to figure that out. Finally, they're doing a back roll on this little thingy barrel. Back roll, no death. I don't think that was a full back roll, but you get the idea.
I wish I was special. You're so very special. But I'm a creep.